Who here hasn't been to space?
Why?
You better not throw up on my ship.
Approaching jump in 3, 2, 1.
What's up and what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we discuss all things movies, TV, streaming, hot topics, and more. Episode 3 of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series is out. I'm going to watch episode 3 and I'll give you guys my thoughts right after.
Obi-Wan.
Oh.
Don't make me kill you. I do not fear the dark side. I see through the lies of the Jedi.
Oh, shit.
He's been looking for you for a long time.
He's coming, Master. Oh, shit. He's coming, Master. Oh! He looks so fucking good, man. My gosh.
I have been watching you, third sister. Prove yourself, and the position of Grand Inquisitor is yours. Fail me, and you will not live to regret it.
Can't you make this thing go any faster?
It's a trade route, Leia. I'm not in control of it.
Can't you use force on it or something?
That's not how it works. I've been afraid of the dark.
It's been so
How
long.
does it feel when you turn on the light?
I feel safe.
Yes, it feels like that. We better get ready. We're on approach. Coordinates say the meeting point is further north. That is if our new friend was telling the truth.
Why would he lie?
People are not all good, Leia.
Damn, why'd he snap like that?
Seems like a losing battle these days.
Did you see an Anakin? No. What the fuck is that? No, maybe he was like having a, like, I don't know, like, not a vision, but seeing stuff. Okay, he is seeing shit.
Stay close.
The Inquisitorius. So the Grand Inquisitor is dead? I need answers to that one.
I traced the manifest. We should send out all remaining probes now.
You are not in charge here.
I just spoke with Lord Vader. He asked me to lead the hunt. Send out the probes. Do it now.
I will get what I deserve, third sister. And so will you.
Maybe they're just late?
Maybe it was a lie. I knew it. I never should have trusted him.
We don't know if maybe...
No one is coming here, Leia.
Damn, Obi-Wan is broken, bro. I mean, obviously, but he is broken.
Well, if we're on our own...
That is not the Obi-Wan, the optimistic Obi-Wan that he used to be.
What are you doing?
This is my father. This is my father, Orden. We're farmers from Tal.
Hey there, I'm Freck.
Father, aren't you going to say?
We're looking for the nearest port.
Well, I'm going that way. Jump in.
Oh no, that's all right. Thank you. We just need directions.
Come on, Father. We've walked long enough. Thanks, Freck.
My pleasure. Hop in.
Mm-hmm.
They're moving us around, looking for a Jedi.
A Jedi? Out here? I hope we're not in any danger.
Oh, no, we'll find them. We always do.
It's killing me what kind of animal Freck is. I'm not sure. He looks like a,
What are you doing out here?
That's a long story.
It's a long way.
The place where he met my mother. Or she.
She's not with us anymore.
You have any information about a Jedi?
I would know one if I saw one.
Are you sure he's even on this planet?
They know what they're doing, Leia.
Shit.
I thought her name was Luma.
That was her mother's name. I get confused. Sometimes when I look at Luma, I see her mother's face. We all miss her very much.
Keep your eyes open. Report it if you see anything. This is us. Thanks, Freck. Let's move.
What?
You knew her. Are you my real father?
I wish I could say I was. But no, I'm not.
Sometimes I try to imagine what he was like.
Don't imagine too hard.
Jedi were taken from our families when we were very young. I remember a baby.
A baby?
Yes, I think I had a brother. I really don't remember him. Freck, can we get off here?
Oh, it's a standard inspection. Don't worry. Won't take long. I know these fellas.
Leia's already tapping, which she doesn't know, obviously, but she's already tapping into her Force abilities. I think that's why she's able to see things in people, like she's able to see in Obi-Wan, like in episode 2 when she was asking him, you know, you think that you hide something, you think you're hiding something, but you're really not. You let on more than you give, than you think you do.
Where are you headed?
Back to Tal. We have family here. We were visiting.
All right, step out of the vehicle. Initiate Protocol 23.
The fuck is Protocol 23?
Raise your head. I said raise your head.
Man.
Put it down! Put it down!
All right, I'm putting it down. I'm putting it down. Let her go.
You gotta bring that lightsaber out, brother. Fuck that gun.
Get down! Get down on the ground!
You gotta be a fucking Jedi, Obi-Wan.
Put your head down!
What the hell is that?
They'll have sent a transmission. We have to hurry. I'll take you the rest of the way. I'll inform Lord Vader.
He's already been informed. He was most appreciative.
But we both know who'll be standing by his side when this is over.
Nobody goes in or out. Do you understand? Go.
Did we learn in episode 1 or 2 she's what sister? Second sister? Who is she?
The Empire's gone into high alert. They've locked everything down.
Can we still get out?
I can get you to the port. There's a pilot who's agreed to take you, but he's not scheduled to leave for a few hours, so we need to lay low.
I didn't mean to run away. I used to do it all the time. it was just for fun.
It wasn't your fault, Leia.
L0 LA 59. Lola, say hello.
He's just a loader. They don't allow them to communicate.
But what if he has something to say?
You're not the first Jedi to come through here. It all leads to Jabin. From there, we give them new identities and get them out.
Quinlan was here.
Yeah.
Oh,
he helped
oh, fuck, that's dope.
smuggling younglings.
That's what we all thought Kamal and Johnny was gonna be, was Quinlan. And we all know the path Quinlan went down.
Only when the eyes are closed can you truly see.
See what?
I said, open up. Open up, now!
A Jedi was seen entering this camp. You seen anyone? Hey! I'm talking to you.
Does he not know that they can't talk?
Doesn't understand. Come on. Let's try the next one.
She was gonna bludgeon his ass.
We're coming to you right now. I don't care. Get the ship ready and hurry.
Why do you do this? Risk everything.
I joined up when the Empire stood for something. By the time I realized what they really were, it was too late. I made some mistakes.
We all did.
What is it? Ben.
No. Oh, I thought so. He felt Vader. He felt him. Oh, that's so dope, man. There he is. The baddest villain to ever grace the fucking movie screen. He's gonna be able to feel Obi-Wan, right? I mean, they... He feels... Ah, there it is. He's trying to draw him out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He's trying to draw him out. Oh shit, he brain pushed the boy. Oh. Look at him. Get out.
It's all wrong. Promise me.
Obi-Wan.
I'll lead him away.
I don't think Obi-Wan wants to fight Vader, bruh. Is he dragging her? That is he is he dragging her? Oh, that's so Vader. Feels him. shit. The fear in Obi-Wan's face right now. Oh my god, Ewan is acting his ass off. You got to. What the? Obi-Wan, no! I'm surprised Vader was able to contain himself in that moment. I mean, it's fucking... Oh my goodness.
What have you become?
I am what you made me.
Oh. This damn running shit.
You have to help him.
He'll be fine.
No, he won't be. I can make it on my own from here.
Damn it. Damn.
The years have made you weak.
Go.
Keep running till you reach the port. A pilot will meet you there.
So that is the leak that we saw.
You should have killed me when you had the chance.
So she probably, if she was truly one of the younglings from the temple, she probably recognizes some of those. Gonna do the same shit to him. Oh, he's dragging him. Holy shit.
Your pain has just begun.
Oh shit.
Bring him to me.
As if he can't just grab that fucking droid. Shocked he's just sitting there watching. That's a clean ass shot. So is that one. Shit, so is that one.
You're going to be okay.
Don't be afraid.
How the fuck did she get in front of them?
Come closer.
Are you the one I'm supposed to meet?
Unfortunately, they couldn't make it, but I'll take you from here.
So where do I go with this episode? I definitely will say it, as disappointing as it is not one of my favorites so far. And again, I could be in the minority there. I will definitely say that another strong episode for Leia, though. Leia, the actress that is portraying Leia, Vivian Lyra Blair, is doing such a good job of portraying Leia. I said that in my last reaction video as I was giving my thoughts. I said she is doing such an amazing job portraying Leia, and she did such a good job here. I love more of the callbacks to Padme that Obi-Wan is referencing to Leia. I love that Leia's asking questions to Obi-Wan about the Force. Again, like I said in my last video, how they're keeping up with the spirit of Leia. She is still that very strong Carrie Fisher that we saw in A New Hope Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So I think that she's doing such an amazing job as being Leia. Seeing Lord Vader being put together, it just shows you that it's not a walk in the park to be Vader. It's not like Vader chose the dark side and now he gets everything that he wants. It's brutal to be Vader is what it's looking like. I mean, if you know everything that Vader has to go through with that suit, from things that we've read in books and comics and things like that, we understand that the suit is very uncomfortable for him to wear, almost made it that way by design by Palpatine. It looked so, and it was so cool seeing Vader put together. It was so cool seeing Hayden Christensen being raised out of the bacta tank and being put together, his arms being put on, his legs being put on. It was just so dope seeing that aspect of Vader. You know, we've seen in Empire Strikes Back, you know, we got the glimpse of him being worked on, not in the way that we're seeing it here. It just shows that it's no walk in the park to be Vader. Just because Vader chose the dark side and Obi-Wan stayed a Jedi doesn't mean that Vader got his cake. He didn't get to get his cake and eat it too. It's just showing that. And I love that aspect of it. And also seeing Vader in the village trying to draw Obi-Wan out, knowing that he's there. He can feel that Obi-Wan's there. He knows that Obi-Wan is watching. So what does he do? Typical Vader, bro. He starts to try to draw him out by torturing and killing the people of that village. When he was dragging that one girl, or when he grabbed that boy's dad and started choking him and then pushed the boy, like, that is Vader. Vader is ruthless. Vader does not care. Vader doesn't have a heart. Everything that Vader once was when he was Anakin is gone. It's dead. And seeing him in that village torturing people the way that he's torturing people, being the Sith Lord that we know him to be, not giving a damn about anybody but what he ultimately wants, and that's Obi-Wan, that was pure Vader. That was such a great moment. That was a great scene. I loved that scene. I loved everything about that. And again, knowing that Vader can feel Obi-Wan, knowing that he's there and he's trying to bait him out. That was such a good, I loved how they did that in the village for sure. You know, the episode definitely had great moments. There were definitely some moments that were questionable moments. There were some scenes that were like, why is this happening that way? I'll say this too. I said it in my last video. The Inquisitors for me are still not hitting. They are not the Inquisitors like they were in Rebels. They're not the Inquisitors like they are in Jedi Fallen Order. They are not these ruthless killers like we see them. You know, the Inquisitors, for those that don't know, are just fallen Jedi that were tortured and turned into Inquisitors. Vader's treatment of the Inquisitors in comics is brutal. What we see the Inquisitors do in Rebels is not the same thing we're seeing them do here in the Kenobi series. And I understand that Kenobi is for Vader. Vader wants Kenobi for himself. But there are so many different scenes where I'm like, it's not working for me with the Inquisitors. They still seem super goofy, especially the fifth brother and whoever, what is her name? The first sister? Is that who she is? I don't remember if we were told that in the first episode or the second, but I think in the captions it called her first sister. She's goofy as fuck. The fact that we just glided over what happened to the Grand Inquisitor, that's goofy as fuck. Like, and what makes me the most upset about the Grand Inquisitor situation is you're telling me that the man that Kanan and Ezra struggled with throughout, what, the first and second, or was it just the first season? The first and second season of Rebels was taken out that easily? Not only just taken out, but now we're not even mentioning him, and now we're giving Reva the position, or possibly giving her the position of Grand Inquisitor. It's so weirdly written, and I know that, you know, the plot holes that it creates with Rebels and things like that, and who knows, you know, like I said in my last video, no one's ever really gone in Star Wars, so we could see in some fucking spin-off book or some comic or whatever where some stupid shit that you've got to connect the dots with to understand and for it to make sense why he's still alive in Rebels. I guarantee you that's what Star Wars is going to do. They're going to release some type of book or some type of backstory as to this is how the Grand Inquisitor survived, and if you don't read that book or you don't go connect those dots, then you'll never fucking know. It's just, why do we even have to do that? Like, I understand there's so many things with Star Wars that make it connect, from books to comics to TV shows to video games. I mean, hell, you name it, so many different things connect into what is canon, but I don't want to have to go read some one-off book to understand what happened to the Grand Inquisitor. It just doesn't make sense to me, and I really hate that aspect that we are just glossing over the Grand Inquisitor, and just the fact also that the Inquisitors are just so goofy. You know, early on we had rumors before the show came out that we may have been seeing Cody and the 501st be the ones that go and hunt down Kenobi. To be honest, I much would have rather that. I would have rather that for sure if this is the Inquisitors we were always going to get. If they were never going to be like the Inquisitors from Rebels or never going to be like the Inquisitors from Jedi Fallen Order, I would have rather had Cody. I would have rather had Cody and the 501st going to hunt down Obi-Wan. Like I said, I want to see the Inquisitors. I really love the Inquisitors and in other projects of Star Wars, but in this particular project, I just don't feel it. So to see that story, to see him being the one to hunt down his old Jedi commander, that would have been pretty cool too. I mean, I just don't like what they're doing with the Inquisitors, and it's just goofy for me. And this one right here is so hard for me to say. I am a massive, and I do mean massive, Darth Vader fan. I was expecting so much more out of that fight because we have to remember, Vader hasn't seen Obi-Wan in 10 years. 10 years of holding a grudge. 10 years of holding in hatred and anger and wanting to kill your old master, someone that you looked at as a brother, or like he even said in episode 2, he's like a father to me. All that anger, everything he's been holding in, you're telling me that when he saw, I don't know. I understand that maybe he does have restraint. Maybe he's like, oh, okay, but I don't see that. We're talking about the same Vader that would just kill off Imperials for fucking up. That same Vader is not willing to destroy Obi-Wan in that moment. We've seen him kill so many different Imperials just for messing up. Let Anakin tell it, I'm sure he would say, Obi-Wan, like he said in the episode, you made me this. You turned me into this. So I don't see Vader going through everything we saw him going through, being put together, the torture of being put together, how brutal that is, going through that day in and day out for 10 years. Every time if I'm Vader, I'm in a bacta tank, or I'm getting something shoved into the side of me, or my arms I'm getting connected to me, or my legs I'm getting connected to me. I'm thinking of Obi-Wan every single time. And I'm thinking of, if I ever see this man again, not only am I going to kill him, like Vader said, this is just the beginning of your pain. This is just the beginning of your torture. So just seeing that moment of him finally seeing Obi-Wan, and I just was expecting him to just unleash on him. I was just expecting to see Vader just bow, 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 you know, really going at him. But it felt like a Michael Myers film. No matter how fast Obi-Wan ran in the desert behind hills and pounds of sand, Vader walked faster. And he was right there every time. And it was just, it was just an underwhelming fight. Cool as fuck to see Vader. Cool as fuck to see the lightsabers back out and everything like that. But just the fight itself, for me, it just seems so thrown together. It's kind of like the lazy writing with Reva. It just seemed lazy. It just seemed like, in the atmosphere, the backdrop of to where they were fighting. Why do we continue as Star Wars to choose these desert-ass planets for things to take place on? I just felt like for our first fight back, seeing Anakin and Obi-Wan fighting again since Revenge of the Sith, it was underwhelming. It should have been, to me. I understand they got one more fight, and from our understanding, it's supposed to be huge on some moon of Mustafar, if not Mustafar itself. And he hasn't seen him in 10 years, bro. You took my legs, you took my arms. You left me to die and to burn. I'm gonna fuck you up. That's what I would have thought that Vader would have done, but it just wasn't that at all. And then when he's torturing Obi-Wan, when he sets the ground on fire and starts to drag Obi-Wan through the fire, and then you've got the girl, what is she playing? I believe she played in Game of Thrones, but you've got her, and then she comes out and shoots, then the droid comes out and grabs Obi-Wan, and you got Vader just watching. I thought he was gonna grab the droid and pull it into the fire or something like that to not let because he's helping Obi-Wan. And I mean, that is also very much Vader to not always pursue. Sometimes Vader does stop and contemplate what this could possibly do for him and how this could possibly favor him in the future of whatever it is he's trying, whatever it is he's after. So he could possibly be contemplating and thinking to himself, you know, maybe this is going to lead me, whoever's helping him, because he now knows that he has help. Realizing that Obi-Wan has help, he's probably thinking to himself, this could lead me to other lost Jedi. This could lead me to whatever is going on, whoever is helping him. So maybe Vader is being that ruthless, sadistic, murderous Sith Lord that we know him to be, and he's giving Obi-Wan hope. And by giving him hope, he's then going to try to snuff that hope and crush it. I could see Vader doing a thing like that, where he's trying to see, you know, who's helping him and letting Obi-Wan have some type of hope that, oh my gosh, there still are Jedi out here, and whatever's going on Jabin, if there is some type of Jedi safe haven and Obi-Wan does get taken to it, that could possibly give Obi-Wan hope. And also having Vader trailing Obi-Wan during this time, or on her way to Jabin, or whatever it is that's going to happen, Vader can then, like I said, crush that hope by taking out every taking out the remaining Jedi. If Quinlan Vos is really there, or maybe even Cal Kestis, this could all tie into, you know, Jedi Survivor that's coming out. Like I said, there were great moments. There were great things to talk about. There are great things that, you know, to speculate about that could possibly connect, but again, that moment was just weird for me. I was just thinking that Vader, even when he saw where the shot came from, that he was gonna reach over there and be like, bitch, what? And pull her ass over there. You know, I just didn't, I don't know. It was just so underwhelming. It's so hard to say, man. And then on to Reva. The writing for Reva is still so bad. My gosh, it's so bad. It's so bad. How she knows everything as quickly as she's finding everything out. How she's, like, when she found the back room, when she went into the building that the droid came out of, and she seems to be so strong in the Force that she can, you know, figure these things out. And I'm just like, what is, it just seems unearned. It's so poorly written. I just don't know what to think of the character. I don't like the character, and they're not making me like the character by continuing to just force the character into situations like that. Like, it's not Moses Ingram, it's the Reva character in the writing of the character that just really bugs me, and just how fast she's figuring things out. We're gonna have to wait to see if there's some type of progression with the character in the writing, and I'm hoping that there is. I'm hoping that this is just how they wrote it, to be like, okay, you know, yeah, we want her to get on everyone's nerves because she's this ambitious Inquisitor that wants to be on Vader's side and this and this and that. But then that moment where she finally, I mean, maybe the writing ramps up, or maybe they're going to make it to where we actually do like the character. But as it stands right now, the character's so poorly written. And what we're likely going to see in this next episode, just kind of judging off of some things that happened in this episode, we're probably going to see Vader, the Inquisitors, and some Imperials show up on Jabin and try to wipe out that entire operation that they've got going on there. So we could possibly see some huge field battle between, I don't know, Inquisitors, Imperials, and maybe some more Jedi. So we could possibly see more lightsabers and more some lightsaber fights. I don't know. I really don't know what to expect from episode 4. I'm just kind of judging there off of what's going on Jabin and what Vader knows and what the Inquisitors know, what Reva has found out. Obviously chasing Leia, I hated that ending. And you know, it was cool hearing Quinlan Vos's name, knowing that Quinlan Vos is out there, which we know. If you know Star Wars and you know the lore and you know some of the Jedi that survived after Order 66, Quinlan was one that survived. You know, Quinlan also goes down a dark path in the books where he ends up having a relationship with Asajj Ventress even. So if Quinlan is shown, it's going to be very interesting to see how they handle where he currently is in the Force and with everything in this timeline. So I hope that we do see Quinlan. Like I said, the episode for me, I'm gonna give it a, I don't know, just because Vader's in it, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. The Vader stuff for me, even though he was a Michael Myers in the desert, it was still really cool seeing Vader. Shots of him standing by the fire were so dope. Like, Vader is so dope. Hearing him breathe, watching what he did to those villagers in the village, like seeing him put together. It was Vader for the episode. You take Vader out of this episode, this is a very, very shit episode. But I could be in the minority. You may have thought something different. So as always, let me know down below what you guys thought of this episode. What'd you think of seeing Vader? What'd you think of Leia's performance in this episode? Are you feeling Reva a little bit more? Are you still on the same side? And are you feeling Reva? Leave the Moses Ingram shit to yourself. Are you feeling Reva? What are you thinking about, you know, what's going to happen on Jabin? What do you think about hearing Quinlan Vos's name, you know, the name drop there? What do you think is going to happen in episode 4? Give me your predictions. Give me what you thought about this episode. You know, as always, like, subscribe, share with your friends. I'll see you guys in the next video.
It's a trap!